Good morning, traders. We're 20 minutes from the opening, and I am Coach Alex. We've called two trades today so far. We've called a long here around just before 8 o'clock as the market sort of bottomed. And then we took profits and reversed to a short position. Not much volatility. The opening numbers, again, have been posted. And the daily trend is down. Again, everybody, just to review the opening numbers. The volatility today, one of our measurements of swing trades, which we haven't even seen during the whole day today, the whole overnight, is 110 points. Our volatility number is 150. Our next target on this short is right here, 65. So this target is hit. Target hit. Trail your stop. Just keep moving the stop down. That protects you. And of course, the next support area is that shaded area down here. That would be a legitimate target on a short trade. And then you can consider a reversal to go long for those who are following our trading calls. After all, you pay me and our team money to make these calls for you. So what you should look for, Andrew, is just to trail your stop. If the market stops you out, that's your second profit target. Hopefully you've taken one off at least on this short. Again, we're only 2 for 2, but both 2 for 2s. Still making total now of over 80 points. It's not too bad for an hour and a half. Those who've been here early. Obviously, if you're just getting up, get your numbers, get your trading plan. We have a narrow range inside day so far. After all this, let's show you the daily chart over here. The Fed started it off by sort of recognizing that there is inflation, and we've hit the lowest prices on the S&P since June. So the S&P is getting rattled by higher interest rates. Morgan Stanley now is becoming bearish again. We've been bearish almost from the first of the year. Anyway, this today's range so far. It hasn't moved much at all. Market's trying to find support down here, but if we break that, we're headed toward the Dow anyway, the July 10th low. You see the July 10th low, basically a little above 34,000. And that's when you get in danger of getting to 33,000. So let's just follow the market. Don't, we don't want to be gurus here. Stop should definitely be at your break even right now or locking in, you know, at least 10 points of profit. So this way you could get more or you only make 10 points. And again, if you've traded, which you should be at this point, trading multiple contracts, you should at least be out of half of your position. So if you trade 100 contracts, you should be out of 50 of them. If you trade 10, be out of 5. If you trade 2, be out of 1. If you trade 1, let's start getting riskier. Let's be wilder. Get a little wilder in this business. This is a risk business. As Michael Eisner said, one of my favorite quotes, mediocrity is what fearful people will always settle for. It's easy to be mediocre. It's tougher to start taking risk. Yet our whole lives are dependent upon risk. The most successful people took risk. Yeah, I love that. We are two wild and crazy guys. Saturday Night Live with Steve Martin. Those were funny episodes. Now it's, I mean, very strange stuff. The new superstars, right? We have 14 minutes until the open. Trail your stops, gang. Trail your stops. Next target, obviously, in the support zone here would be 358. 34, 358 would be your next target. Did you see? Yeah, he was live. I'd like to see not Andy, Jim Gaffigan. At first, I thought he was kind of weird and nerdy, but he's a great observer, and he doesn't mind making fun of himself. And you could actually take children to his show. Yeah, the other comedians now is just like who can out curse each other. Is that really funny? I mean, you can go on the street, cut somebody off on the Long Island Expressway, and you can get all the cursing you want. What do you need to pay a comedian? And I've always wondered about cursing. That's see, if I were doing cursing, if somebody told me to do something sexual to myself, I'd thank them. That's pretty cool. Yeah. I don't want to use the term, but you can picture that. Oh, gratify yourself, buddy. All right, I think I will. No, that's what you tell them. Say, yeah, well, it's easy for me to do. I bet you can't do it. You're lucky if that thing works. Well, I didn't mean. No, well, you shouldn't do that to you. Well, yeah, well, I can and you can't. Hey, you want to pull over and I'll let you watch. Then they start driving away. There's your 58 target. Take one off, guys. Take another off and trail your stop. We might get a runner. How many are still short? Who's still short? Lower your stops. That's all. Andrew, still in there? Bill? All right. Just keep lowering your stop. Nothing left to do. It's up to the market. Oh, you never got it. Okay. Don't worry about it then. But next time you will. In other words, submit to the market. And believe it or not, that's what Mark Douglas says in that book, Trading in the Zone. Don't be a guru. You can't know what the market's going to do. Accept the risk. In other words, we don't take a trade because we say it might not work. Well, then you can never possibly trade because any trade might not work. Yeah, we'll go, Bill. We'll go over that lunchtime, okay? Yeah, after I meet with Coach Dan, we go over our schedule and my mental illness therapy sessions. No, I have physical therapy. Not mental. The mental is put on hold. There are no doctors who want to see me. Their couches have been worn out. Yeah, I've visited obviously mental health professionals, but I've never been on a couch. I don't even think one guy had a couch. He had this little cage. He said, "How would I like to be like Hannibal Lecter?" So he said, "Could you please go in there, please?" And he locked the cage and he, well, tell me about your problems. Fed me a little bowl of meat. It was fun. That's, you know, there's a survey. How many of you seen a psychiatrist in the last 5 years? Not too many people want to raise their hand. You know what? I did one comedy in my life, guys. I actually did a stand up comedy on the stage with a guy named Rocky Laporte in Atlantic City in the Borgata Hotel. I actually was in front of an audience in Atlantic City, New Jersey casino. That was my one stand up. And one of the things I did for a survey, I said, "All right, hi, everybody. Hey, how many people here would love to eat human flesh? Stand up, please." And people were like, "Who?" I said, "No, don't worry. The guy in the back, we, 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 we fooled you. We had this pre planned. Yeah, only that guy, that not the other one." I said, "But how would you feel if somebody sitting next to you in the audience would stand up? Yeah, that sounds really good. I wouldn't go to the parking lot soon." Good job, Bill. And guys, we only have 7 minutes until the open. Okay, two things: 150 points volatility for today, which we have not even hit overnight. Right, the high today so far on the Dow is 34,415 and 34,305. So now that's a good breakout area. Wouldn't you agree, guys? Nice breakout area. If it goes below 305, it would be taking out the low of the day. If it takes out 415, it'll be taking out the high of the day. You know what? All right, that's a great question. What do they lean toward? They lean toward the daily trend. In other words, everybody's now, a week ago they weren't. Now they're worried about high interest rates. So they lean to the side of least resistance, in this case, down. However, it's a Friday. You see, you throw these other elements in there. It is a Friday, and traders tend to what they call close the books or square the books on a trade. So, where do you think most pros are this morning? Well, since Wednesday afternoon on the Fed conference call with Powell, they went short. So, if you're short since Wednesday afternoon and enjoying that run down Wednesday and then the follow through yesterday, you're probably looking to take some off the table on Friday, right? Yeah, you're at the bar and not a legal term. More like, McCann's bar or Dewdrop Inn or something like that. I'm a member of the bar. It's the new Davy Crockett song. Davy Crockett killed him a bear when he was only 3, snuck in the back of a bar when I was only 16. Davy McCrockett. Nothing like squeezing your shorts on a Friday. Now, another thing for newer arrivals, in our program. All right. New arrivals, try to remember one thing. We like to wait for the newer traders, those who've gone through the course, understand the methodology. You obviously take a good trade when you see it. One of the setups, first touch rule, 15-minute trend breakout, right? M trades. We like to wait for 6 minutes after the open to get an idea which direction the market's pushing. It's still pushing towards support. All right. Take one more off, guys, as we get through here. They may push it up to get short. I just covered another one at 49, 349. Keep lowering your stop. Is everybody still short? How many people are still short? Still short, gang. Trailing stop, not hit. Where's our target? If we can get our final target down here, right? 34, 3 what? 336, correct? Everybody see the target down there into that shaded area? Keep lowering your stop. Try for the final target. In 1 minute, close out the trade at 9:28 and 45 seconds. Close the trade out, okay? And then we'll see what the market does. Either follows through or buyers come in to push it up. Everybody got that? Capiche? And everybody can hear me, right? Good. Two minutes to the open. 2 minutes to the open. I am flat. Okay, let's wait for the open. We got to wait 6 minutes. All right, everybody, be patient. A lot of times, professional traders, the institutions will push the market up so they can get short. Now, the momentum is just turning down as we get ready for 9:30. So that would put more pressure on the downside, right? Yeah. And therefore, even lower targets would be hit. Again, what's the low of the day? 305. So if we go below 305, another 45 points lower, you can expect selling stops to be hit. Thirty seconds, open for business, guys. Here we go into our support zone that we were talking about, where we projected the market would go down to. Amazing how these things work, right? 3 seconds. We are open for business. Looks like we're going to break that 305. Here we go. Yes. Bigger traders are short. Smaller traders wait for 6 minutes. The market will always give you a great setup. This is grandma's targets down here. And also overnight, they had a target which they didn't hit, 34,270. That would definitely be in play. And the ticks are working. Isn't that amazing? Yesterday they weren't working. We should get to that 270 pretty quickly because the institution sold the open, didn't buy it to even push it up. They pushed it up earlier um, at 8:45. Remember where we went short? Our original short was at 34,397. So any kind of rally could be shorted. Just again, wait for 6 minutes. It's 9:31. A minute and a half has gone by so far. Plenty of time to trade. And again, we've had a good week, so let's keep it that way. Now the short coverers will come in. And you guys who think you missed the trade the last time, don't worry. You'll have a shot at it. Trading is fun. Isn't it amazing how you can almost feel what's going to happen, right? Everybody sells it off, gets their targets, they all start covering, and then all of a sudden the thing goes back up again, right? That's the market. And if you're not prepared for it, usually you wind up shorting the bottom or going long at the top. Not a good idea. Average true range is pretty average true range is pretty benign. 21 average true range. It'll pick up as each 2 minute bar comes into play here. Here's a sell signal again. 367. Nice little sell signal. There you go. Beautiful. Kind of fun, isn't it? Trail it. Trail it. Trail it. Ride that elevator down. Beautiful. It's called the inversion sell signal. Helps add to your wealth. Okay. Let's trail our stop right now. Let's lower our stops to about 340. All right. You see the 89 exponential moving average? You can sort of attach it from that. 340 stop. Take half off, at least half off. If you have 4 contracts, take 3 off, and then just trail your stop. At least half off, trail stop to 34,340. Everybody gets some, right? 7 minutes have gone by. Those who are waiting, just now wait for the let's see if the rest of you get stopped out as the market rallies. Wait until it breaks down below the JTHMA again. Wait for overbought stochastics, as you see here, and then let it hook down, okay? Everybody should be flat from, good job, Robert, done for the week. I love to see that. Good job, Bill G. So now let it rally. Let it rally, let it rally, let it rally. Watch the 133 stochastics. Now overbought, overbought. Wait until it hooks down. Watch your ticks. Ticks are positive. Ticks are positive. So let the market try for this resistance at 378. See, this way you don't get trapped shorting on low stochastics. Now we're at the high stochastics, but you also want to see who's going to sell. Maybe they push it above 380, right? We've got this zone. This is the buying zone. This is the short covering zone. You don't want it above 384 right now, correct? So let's watch it. Yeah, just watch it. Let's see if you double top and if it rejects. It rejected here very nicely. The algos are banging this back and forth. There is. Tape is still bullish. Tape is still bullish. Don't want to take it yet. Wait till that JTHMA starts hooking down. You could even use a sell stop. Ready to go? Love you, babe.
I love you.
I'm going to try to make a reservation for Sunday. Is that okay for you? All right. Love you. Okay, guys. Still pushing up. Give the market some room to breathe. And the ticks are all above zero. So all we have right now is a trading range. You don't want it above 380. That would be somewhat bullish. There's a sell signal on the reversal downside. 338 would be your first target. 338 on a real short-term basis. Now lower your stop to break even. Lower your stop to break even on this trade. Take half off, stop to break even, and roll it down now. Everybody see how that sell signal just quickly hooked down? You guys got it? Isn't that beautiful? You can do this all day. Now remember, this is our fourth trade. 3 or 4, 3 trades before 10:30, and you're done for the day. This is the fourth trade. So, I think you guys should be done, right? like Robert is. Anyone else done for the week? Okay, we've been streaming this session, the morning session. We'd like to give people a taste of what we do. I don't want to give them a free ride because then no one will pay us. They'll just sit in the stream all day long and make a ton of money and say, screw you. We like to get paid two ways. I have two businesses. So everybody says, if you're so good, why do you have two businesses? If you're so good, why don't you just trade for a living? Ask Elon freaking Musk. Why does he have more than one business? Ask Mark Cuban. I like money, guys. I like charging rent for our trading calls. I love it. All right. Those of you on the YouTube stream, have a great weekend. We will see you Monday. And please don't fall for these fake, phony trading alert services. 32 of them are streaming from us. They're paying me $5,000 a month so they can be gurus. It's okay. They're the good ones. But then there's other guys who don't even know what they're doing.